I am the final defender. Have you ever seen the galaxy ablaze? Have you ever fought a Sith Lord face to face? Have you ever watched the Republic turn to dust as Darth Nihilus devours with his lust? I have seen many worlds and traveled through time, but nothing prepares for the ultimate fight. I am the final defender, the last hope for this galaxy. The Jedi will rise from evil's demise. I'm the one with the power to win the battle for eternity. Have you ever fought the Pained One in the tombs? Have you ever sent a world to its doom? Have you ever sought the Force's mystery, burning with the fire of destiny? The will of the Force will never die. Raise up your saber and scream to the sky. I am the final defender, the last hope for this galaxy. The Jedi will rise from evil's demise. I'm the one with the power to win the battle for eternity. I am the final defender. I am the final defender, the last hope for this galaxy. The Jedi will rise from evil's demise. I'm the one with the power to win. Yeah, I am the final defender, the last hope for this galaxy. The Jedi will rise from evil's demise. I'm the one with the power to win the battle for eternity. Join the Enclave. Become a patriot today. Nah, not that Enclave. Come to think of it, Star Wars doesn't really have full-on power armor like that. You got heavy armor that's very, like, stylized. Actually, no, I take that back. There's charged battle armor. So maybe there is power armor in Star Wars. Alright, Kath Hounds. Let's get ready.
That's another one from me.
More where that came from.
There we go. One down. More to go.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
That's another one from me.
Oh! drop anything? No, evidently not.
Where that came from?
I do like how if you're like at a higher elevation than the enemies, your blaster seems to have more accuracy. That's a cool touch. Because this game is basically D&D behind the... once you pull everything back and look at the game's structure and mechanics, it's basically D&D 3.5. Oh, we got another cat hound. Nice. Oh, that's right. There's a Mandalorian mercenary camp coming up, so we better put Mandalore in our party. We'll do... Yeah. Skills. Mandalore's pretty easy. There we go. Accept. Change his weapon into the Gatling gun. Where did I put it? It was around here somewhere. We bought one. I know we did. No, that's the repeating blaster carbine. There we go. That's it. Salvagers. Raylon, Darla.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. You come bringing your credits and curiosity?
Credits and curiosity? Are you selling something special?
Am I that transparent to you? Apparently this is so. I'm Raylon, known throughout this camp for the many artifacts of value that I have uncovered. An expert, this is certain. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron.
A holocron? Most impressive.
You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. But you are lucky. But I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come.
If it's worth so much, why not ask for more?
A discerning question. The reason is simple. The market of buyers is limited on Dantooine. If I were on Coruscant, I could make a fortune with this. My dilemma is I lack the funds to travel, so I cannot reach a better market, so my price is reduced. But you travel. Surely you could find a Jedi buyer.
May I inspect the holocron? Maybe it's broken.
I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits.
This is a remarkable fake. But it's not even worth the time you wasted describing it.
How'd you know? Well, I'd never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
How isn't this your fault?
This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap.
So you didn't make this?
No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me. And he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home.
Let
to my
Mando show
family
you the
and
way?
children.
Absolutely. I doubt you even have a wife.
You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about?
Do you have anything else to sell? Oh, that's not an option. Do you know anything about a thief?
You should talk to Darala. I've told her everything I know. I think I saw the thief by the ruins of the Enclave. I believe that the thief has to be living in the sublevel, because every place else has been visited many times by the salvagers. I didn't get a clear look at the thief. It was dark, and the ruins provide many hiding places.
Thank you.
Table, they gathered a group to go to the sublevel. They're probably all gonna get killed.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain?
I see you're a woman of culture. You have a disruptor much like mine. I guess I'm a salvager, technically.
Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find.
Why don't you think I'll find anything?
Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda.
Surely there's something left.
The only thing left is the sublevel, and that's crawling with Lagrex. And those things are smarter than half the salvagers here, though that don't take much. And don't be asking any pesky questions. You're new, and no one is gonna help you out.
And why won't you help me?
Because there isn't enough salvage to share with the people already here.
Ah.
And a hungry newcomer is about as welcome as a diuretic hut.
I'm going to the ruins. I've come a long way.
If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sublevel. And only a couple of fools have gone there. And they're now dead fools. Yeah, I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies, put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them.
That seems unusually generous of you.
Us salvagers that are still here have to stick together.
What do you do around here?
I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
Who do you sell it to?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business.
Can I see what Jedi artifacts you have for sale?
You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Matukai Adept Robe. Dark Jedi Robe. Oh. Whoa. Holy Jesus. Yeah, that's a good find. Okay, we can build these parts ourselves. But a sigil crystal, Ilarum, I'll take that. Oh wow, that's 4,000 credits? Alright. I believe we have a Matukai Adept Robe, and I believe it is in Mira's inventory. Or sigil crystal, bit basic. What do I have to sell? Oh, I can't sell to her? Okay. A disrupting emitter. I just realized something. That is probably the same sort of disruption energy that is found in disruptor pistols. Interesting. Jedi Knight armor, Dark Jedi, yeah. So nothing else of interest here, though. I mean, the sigils crystals are common enough that I think we actually have some of those.
Let's see what you got.
75, oh, yeah! $70, dang! Must been rolling nat 20s on those shots.
Let's take care of this fast.
Oh, I just realized. I should probably talk to that lady again.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you. You go down into the sub-levels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense?
Have you heard anything about a thief around here?
Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him.
Who do you think the thief is?
The only guess I've heard is it's a mercenary that's been kicked out. Most of them leave us alone. They focus most of their attention on the settlers. But we really don't know.
That's weird. Because the salvagers have stuff of value. The mercenaries are motivated primarily by credits and looking for work, supposedly. Interesting. Then again, they are probably forming more of a gang at this point than anything else. Why haven't you tried to tell Solru?
I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something.
The thief comes from the ruins?
That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Lagrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him about the thief.
I'm going to the ruins. I'll see you around.
If you must. If you can do something about the thief, do it and get out of here. There's nothing for you here anyway.
Yarovik is not someone you should...
Ah, the travel. So,
Can you tell me about the planet?
there isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries, and us.
Journal. Who do I need to talk to? The mercenary camp. Okay. This is the salvager camp. That's why. I think that the mercenaries should be this way. That's a good hit. That one should fall. There it is. You know, I just had a thought. I wonder how that expanded galaxy map mod is coming out. Because I know some guys working on adding in like extra planets to the game. And I know because of the high demand for restored content mod compatibility, he might actually make it compatible. I wonder what other quests will be available once that thing's done. That thing's got to have been in development for, like, I'd say about, like, almost 7 years now, I think. Because I first heard about it back in 2016. Another one bites the dust. There we are. Alright, better save the game, because I remember this fight being actually challenging. They don't all attack you, but enough of them do.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need.
I know how this works. A mercenary or two can easily
get work during the dry times as a bounty hunter or bodyguard. There's always odd jobs around. But large mercenary groups have to wait for things to get interesting to make their credits. It can be very lucrative and challenging work if there are battles to be fought.
If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
I have a message for you from Zaheron.
What does the militia have to say to us? Any of our men get into trouble?
He says, go ahead.
I think that Zeron is 3 cards short of a Pazak deck. You can tell him you've delivered your message. Thanks. Now get out of here. I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time since we've had a paying job. Some of us are getting jumpy.
Do you know anything about a thief?
I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I've also heard you've been making trouble for the settlers.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Their skills may not lie solely in warfare. This isn't a failing.
You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different.
Okay, admittedly, I can respect that. I've known people who were like that, who don't want a solution to the problem, they just want to complain. They don't want help, they want their problem solved for them. That's an infuriating thing. What do you think of Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers.
Why choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What are you planning to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet.
What do you think about the administrator?
She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Alright. Save the game. Here we go. First of the Mandalorians we can round up.
Walked into our camp, boys. The Lord himself has come to visit us.
I am the new Mandalore. I have reclaimed Mandalore's helmet, lost after our defeat at Revan's hands.
This is the way.
Assemble the rest of your clan. You will return to Duxon. We must come together as we were before and prepare to fight a new war. A war that will return us to glory.
And if I take that helmet from you, guess that makes me the new Mandalore. I've always wanted to be called that. I know all about your exploits, Mandalore. We have fallen far in the past years, but even still, I will not stand idly while a usurper claims to be my leader.
It is unfortunate that you feel that way. Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind. Stay out of this. This is my fight.
A duel to the death for honor and glory. Let's do this. I do find it mildly funny that his name is, our opponent's name is Esok, and he's trying to rob Mandalore of his birthright. That's just one letter away from Esau. A lot of characters in Star Wars take their names from biblical characters. And some planets too. Like you have Endor, which was taken from the Witch of Endor, I believe. Actually, Endor might have been a place in the Bible too.
Mandalore, we will follow you. Good. I have no desire to spill any more Mandalorian blood today. Gather your clan and return to Dantooine. You have seen the last of your mercenary days.
Yes, Mandalore.
I think that part of the reason that that happened is because Star Wars was inspired by a number of things, including Westerns. And in a lot of Westerns, characters had biblical names because of an event going on around the time called the Great Awakening. I can't remember if it was the second or first Great Awakening that was taking place during that period, because I think there's been like 4 total. And basically, there was a renewed time of faith in Christianity, hence the name, essentially.
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalick. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
You throwing playground insults at me? When next? You gonna challenge me to a fist fight after the school bell rings? Like your friend said, I'm not a salvager, I'm a warrior like yourself.
You fight in any wars? I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager.
Which side were you on?
Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers. Most of us mercenaries worked with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war.
Why'd you want to fight me?
I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an uppity settler. I've had about enough of their attitude. So I figured blasting one of them would have done me some good. It's been a while since we've had work.
What are you guys up to?
You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not gonna answer you.
Fair enough. But you do want to answer my question.
I want to answer your question. Oh, my head. I don't know for sure. I hear rumors. I heard we got a secret job working with some powerful organization. No one tells me who. I know we're planning an attack soon, but I don't know against who. They aren't too far, though, because we're expecting to attack soon.
Any idea who you're working for?
I told you what I know. Someone rich and powerful. We're not gonna have to hit up settlers for food and supplies anymore. I don't feel so well. I feel dizzy. I gotta go now.
Cat, you can't play with the binder. You have toys in the living room. I know you want to be in here because I'm in here, and I appreciate that. You're a sweet boy, Garlic. But you can't be playing with my paperwork. But yeah, back on the Second Great Awakening, that was around the time that the Baptist denomination was really taken off. Actually, a lot of the charismatic circles get their, or denominations get their origins from the Great Awakenings that took place. It was basically a further split between more traditionalist Protestantism, like Lutherans, Anglicans, Methodists, and what was that other branch? Presbyterians. And the more casual branches that ended up coming about. Pentecostals are very easy to remember because they have that one street revival that took place in, I think it was Amsterdam. And if you ask any Pentecostal about it, they'll probably tell you about the origins of the branch. Because Pentecostals have a very heavy focus on the Holy Spirit and it manifesting in people, which it can be both a good thing and a bad thing. I've known Pentecostals, and while they're good people, like the evangelicals, they are very prone to superstition. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Marcus Aurelius was right when he said to pay respects to one's faith without falling into the trap of superstition. Oh, that's odd. Okay, well, we've done the Mandalorians in the camp. Let's get Atton into our party. And now we are going to investigate the Enclave for their numerous war crimes during the battle of that oil rig. Wait, no, different Enclave.
Feel it. The wound on this world, it is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
Why would I want to kill the Jedi, Kreia? You're kind of a dumbass. When will this happen?
We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
Ah, I take the same approach to eschatology. Foolish to predict the end of foolish to predict the end, when it is said that no man can know. We've got HKs up ahead. Let's switch out Mira for HK-47.
Yes, Master.
Level up HK. I still can't believe that HK is aligned to the light side of the Force now. That's hysterical. We're gonna need security. Feats. Let's give him the rifle specialization. Save the game.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Alright, let's rock these droids. Yeah!
Failing master. Failing master.
And to the casual observer, it'll look like they just malfunctioned. They themselves are saying it. We have the plausible deniability. Let's switch back to Mira. Actually, no. We'll bring along Visas and the Handmaiden. Once we're inside. Wow, okay. That did 69 damage and only took out like a quarter of its health. This thing's gotta have a high health. That, Kath Hound actually looked pretty derpy there. Wait a minute. That's a Kath Hound, and what the hell are those things that we just shot?
Where would that came from? Where would that came from?
Okay, that did 70 damage.
Where would that came from?
21, so it probably braced itself for that. Although I failed to see how a disruptor pistol...
Where would that came from?
The disruptor pistol is interesting because it basically disintegrates your enemies. This isn't a pure disruptor, but it functions much like one, so I'll give it a pass. But if we had the Mandalorian disintegrator, which I really do want to find, that gun is a beast.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Kath Hound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want?
What's the problem?
I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagrex. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered.
What can you tell me about the Lagrex?
Nothing. Find out for yourself. I'm not interested in training the competition. Now, if you don't mind, we're going someplace you can't eavesdrop on us, and get down to our business.
Oh, there's a thing we can do here. I completely forgot about this until just a second. What's my stealth stat at? 28. Okay, yeah, I can definitely pull this off. Do I have Defil Mimicker? Stealth plus 8, Dexterity plus 3. In that case, I should be good. I'm going to sneak back to their camp and listen to them. And I said that stealth never comes in handy in this game earlier.
Jaren knew the risks. He wouldn't do anything different if he was in our situation.
Okay, looks like I need an actual stealth field generator. Well, 20 should still be sufficient. Actually, what's Atten's stealth skill at? He might be better suited for this. 25. And what does he have equipped? A stealth field generator. Okay, yeah, we'll do Atten then.
Wait here. Wait here.
Maybe we need to step to a specific area. To trigger the cutscene. That's odd.
Lagrex can even talk. They're getting smarter.
Jaren knew the risks. He wouldn't do anything different if he was in our...
Ghosts to rest. Relics, Lost in Shadows, and...
situation.
Okay, well, it would seem that we cannot... I guess we can't eavesdrop on them. That's odd. Hi, Garlic. Come on up. Yeah. Alright, now that we're on our own, let's change out the party again. Wait, are you kidding me? Really? Alright, gotta go back the way I came, I suppose. Yeah, thesis. Level up. Intelligence is at 10. None are odd numbers, so we will do strength. Skills set to stealth. Yeah, there we go. Powers. Valor. Feats. So she has... She has the lightsaber finesse, I think? No, not yet. So that's what we're doing there.
It's mine.
And I will switch over to my alternative loadout. Leg wreck, huh? Yeah, there we go. I see the textures are still cutting in and out. That looks like an armored leg rack. Nope. Let's do the buffs to the party. Battle meditation, barrier, speed, armor, and inspire followers.
To battle. The weakness is revealed.
I'm just gonna keep re-rolling this door till it opens.
A weakness is revealed.
Alright. Did we find anything in this? A salvager's corpse. Data pad from the salvager. Man, this robe looks fucking sweet. There we go. That's more of those, whatever they are, scorpion millipede things down. save the game. Because we could possibly disarm those mines. Oh, I see they didn't go off to when the creature stepped on them. That's not cool.
You are no match for us.
Electrics, that's right. Datapad. The storage room. This journal was found near the gnawed skeleton of a salvager. The last entry is of interest. I have made it farther into the Enclave than any other salvager. I've discovered an untouched storage room. The computer in the power relay station should allow me to open the security door once I figure out how to sneak past the leg rigs that have made it a nest in there. I will leave Dantooine rich. The more mines we have, the more we can farm EXP. Because you can recover your own mines that you've placed for a small bit of EXP, so we can do some I'll do some farming off camera. There we go. Now I have good computer, so access the work log, view pending work log, task 1046B, head technician Derringer Chester, or Dergar Chester. I'm here investigating complaints of the storage room door stuck shut, or being stuck shut. Following a recent mishap with a defective flaming protocol droid, my assistant Terran will be on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck in the storage room. View prior work logs. Connection failed. Computer non-responsive. Open the storeroom door. Let's save the game. Overloading the terminal might actually work. Alright, we better move. That's weird. Why didn't it go kaboom? Huh. There it goes. And lo and behold, how do you like that? The door's open now. Head technician datapad and a severe Devronian edge. This is the workpad of Dergar Chester, the late head technician of the Jedi Enclave. There is a personal note written here. It's been a couple of weeks and no one has come for me. I can only assume the Enclave was destroyed topside and now I'm buried alive in here. I've tried using the equipment in the storage room to hack force and weld or blow that door open, but nothing I've tried works, and now I'm running out of food. Yikes. That's a cruel fate right there. Alarm crystal. A Verpine droid disintegrator. Some plasma grenades. There's gotta be something cool in here, right? Some credits, okay. Powered light battle armor. Life support pack. Computer spike. Nope, it resisted. Oh, and Vsauce is down. Wait, guys, no, stop! We gotta heal up first. Wow, they really want to go and fight these Legricks.
A weakness is I shall make this one see. I shall make this one
There we go. Oh, this looks very unstable. Yeah, that looks like an explosion waiting to happen. You'd be surprised just how many of life's little problems can be solved with explosions. Yeah, that is very true. I wonder. Repair the terminal? Sure. Access system commands. Disconnected from children. No. Well, we gained 300 XP from doing that at least, so that was cool. Oh, you know what? I bet that if we hadn't overloaded the terminal, we could have connected it, we could have opened the door from there. I don't know what benefit there would be to not overloading that terminal, but I'm sure there's something. Maybe when I do this game again and I play my politics rather than the game's morality, I will try and be more pragmatic in my approach to opening that door, instead of bullheaded. Wow, that's a lot of fancy twirling about, but not a lot of damage. There we go. Interesting. Let's get this open. Oh, look at that! Ton of droids. And a broken droid. CERS. What does that do? Remote interface. Got some parts, that's cool. We could repair these droids with parts. How many parts do we have? 60? Yeah, let's do it. Free XP! Wow, that actually worked. Alright then, in that case... Persuade. Oh... Demolitions is gonna need to be higher. There's an event in the Tombs and Korriban that makes having demolitions incredibly useful. Universal... Light side. Go, my army of protocol droids! Conquer the Enclave with kindness! And very polite but strongly worded letters. Better save the game. The saber crafting mechanic is a bit unpredictable. You can't dismantle sabers without crashing the game. I found that out the hard way some episodes ago. Okay, good. She has wave. Yeah, the armor.
It's yours.
Equip. Give her the damage physical, on hit chance to stun, defense bonus 1, strength plus 2. Visas. Strength package, strength, stealth and dexterity, skills package. I think I gave that to Atten. Huh. Let's give her the... Yeah, let's give her that one. Switch out to Atten real quick. Oh, right. Very well then. To craft items. Ranged. Crippling scope Mark III. Targeting scope. Component cost 500, we have 2,000. Okay. What can we break down for parts? 1. 1. 1. 1. Wait, that was a Matukai apprentice robe. I believe that the lady at the salvager camp had an adept robe, so you know what? We will take a quick visit back there and purchase it from her. Our credits aren't high, but we have items that we can sell off to that later on in the game. I mean, you could, but explosion. Yeah. What on earth? Salvager corpse. You found a will on the Salvager. It states that all of his possessions are to be left to the other Salvager. I'ma do it. No. Do I or don't I? There we go. Yeah, you get dark side points for fucking with the will, which is kind of weird. Because if it's left to another dead person, is it really stealing, you know?
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Lagrix are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here!
Are you Joran?
Yes, yes I am. I locked the door in here. I thought I was gonna be Lagrix compost. Did you take care of them, stranger?
There are still some Lagrix about.
Please, take care of them. I can't stand much more of this. If you do manage to clear a path, please come back.
Wait, I just realized these things are spitting fire. What on earth? Looks like this must have been the old council room. There we go. By default, your character disables mines. I want to recover these things. This might surprise you, but there's actually no skill check for recovering your own mines, despite getting EXP for it. Flammable oil plus sparks equals fire. Yeah, that's true. Now that's curious. Okay. There's gotta be some way to open that door. What on earth do we have here? An impossible to open cylinder. Its durability set to nearly 0. What about a security tunnel? Evidently not. Oh, there's still one here, huh? Footlocker. Gans, shock staff, and a plasma rocket? That's really not impressive.
This will teach you.
Excuse me. It's you!
My leg Rex! You've killed him. And my pets.
Are you the thief that Sularu was talking about?
I'm not a thief. People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving.
Why did you try to kill me?
You're one of them. Just another stinking salvager and thief, stealing what belongs to Jedi.
I sense you have a connection to the Force.
I'm a padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi.
How did a padawan wind up here?
I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside the Enclave when my master left me at the Mandalay estate. Shen protected me, but the Sith came asking questions of all the Mandalays died. But I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns.
These are difficult times. I was once a Jedi as well.
You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left?
I lost my connection to the Force, but it's coming back.
Is that even possible? That's horrible. Are there any masters left to teach us?
Someone named Varook came here not too long ago.
I remember him. I sent my leg Rex to get him to leave, but he just made my pets stop. I was going to talk to him, but the mercenaries came for him. They never come down here. I was surprised and hid. There was a big fight. They said they were going to take him someplace. Let me try to remember. The Kinrath Cave. Yes, that's what they said.
About stealing.
I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat. But I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone.
I'm a Jedi and I could use any artifacts you found.
I found some things. I don't know how to use them. Here, you can have them. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away.
What did it say?
It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home.
Listen to your master's lessons, not the holocron. It sounds like a Sith artifact.
The holocron was more forceful the longer I learned. It frightened me.
Where is the holocron now?
I threw it into the ruins. I went back to find it, but the salvager stole it. It was my only teacher.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'll try to find a master to teach me. There have to be some left. I'm not going to use the Force until I find one. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel better? But I still need to find a master. The lessons I learned, I think I need to unlearn them.
May the Force be with you.
And also with you. Thank you.
We got a saber schematic, the Solari crystal, and a double-bladed lightsaber. Her pets? Flame-spraying antlions? She's got weird taste in pets. I suspect that she was under Sith influence. Holocrons in Star Wars are interesting because they're part computer and part soul, and part, like... Imagine making a duplicate of your soul, almost. Jedi typically stick to only the computer aspect of the holocron, but Sith alchemy is freaky shit. I would not be surprised if some Sith of the past tried to preserve himself in that artifact and was basically slowly working to possess her. That's locked. Actually, come to think of it, thief catching, lost in the shadows, ghosts to rest, weapon of the Jedi redemption. This should open it. Excellent. I'll just keep re-rolling. Yeah, there we go. Zabrak battle armor. An Enchani dueling shield, not terribly interesting. And a security tunneler. I think that meeting the disciple in the archive triggers the next story beat for this quest. So we're going to just head out real quick, get that Matukai Adept robe, and give and sell off the Matukai Novice robe. Actually, we could break down the Matukai... Oh, shit. Really? Alright, never mind. We'll deal with those 3 later. The archive is in the very far east of the map. And it kind of goes full circle to the vibe crystal. Yeah, it does, actually. I should check something. What are the properties of the Solari crystal? I mean, I know it's light side only, but... Oh, here we go. +3... Damage +3, +1 to 8 physical damage versus dark side. Attack +3. And what was the diamond crystal, or the one we had a second of? My lightsaber. I wish I could examine... Oh wait, no, there's workbenches here in the temple. Perfect. If I can find it again. Because I have no recollection of where it is. No, this isn't it. Workbench. Okay. We'll hit up the workbench once we circle around from talking to the disciple. I like the disciple. He might actually be my favorite character in this entire game. And it's really a pity that you can't have him join you if you're a male Jedi Knight. You have to be a female. I would have loved to have been able to have him on the party with all the other NPCs. Mikhail. Who are you?
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist.
What are you doing here?
Like you, I was looking for some trace of the Jedi. I'd heard mention that one of the Jedi Masters had gone there, but I found no trace of them.
That's not the only reason.
The other reason was the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Once I arrived, I felt it was necessary to stay, to protect what was left.
Left?
Much had been taken from the Enclave, both by raiders and others. I wish to preserve what I could.
What others?
Many artifacts were taken from the Enclave, but these thefts, they had to have been done by someone who knew the Enclave well. I suspect the Jedi themselves took the holocrons and records, but I do not know why.
I think you underestimate the ingenuity of salvagers. Even the Jedi cannot protect their secrets from those clever or persistent enough. Besides, the Jedi who knew the Enclave are mostly perished, and the ones who survived would not steal from this place.
It was my mistake to use the term thefts. I apologize. In any case, if Jedi did take things, for the sake of preservation, of course, then they left no clue as to where they may have taken them.
You mentioned holocrons?
Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It's almost as if someone does not want their knowledge used to find the Jedi. The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, smugglers, all seek to plunder what remains of the Jedi. And even the Sith. More so than the Jedi themselves, I fear the loss of their history.
And this is what makes the Disciple an interesting character. He is a theologian, and that's, despite Star Wars, the whole Force being a religion type thing, it's not a character archetype you see very often in fiction, even in Star Wars. I can only, if I think of a character who's like purely a theologian, he's the only one that comes to mind. Why is that?
Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater troubles shall stem from that loss of knowledge in the future. The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War, the teachings of Master Arca, the adventures of Jolie Bindo on the Rimward missions. All of these things are in danger of being lost forever. What else would you like to know?
Do you know what happened to the Jedi?
No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days.
Why do you think people hate the Jedi?
It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies.
But the Jedi have protected the galaxy for centuries. They seek peace, often through sacrifice.
Not always. Jedi often fall. They cause much harm on Onderon, for example, in the name of peace and protection. Uleg Kaldroma and Exile Kun, the two Dark Lords during the Sith War many decades ago, were once Jedi Knights, as were Revan and Malak. It is perhaps more amazing that some still trust Jedi after many have fallen and endangered the galaxy. It is also proof that a single Force wielder can change the face of the galaxy. And that is a frightening thing indeed.
Do you hate the Jedi?
Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have. But you know this.
What do you mean?
Many Jedi defy the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War.
Do you blame the Jedi who turned or the Council?
There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exile Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing.
Revan and Malak would have received the same training as I did.
I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain?
Go on.
Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him, Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. Perhaps in his conversation with the Jedi Masters, they were able to convince him of the rightness of their actions.
Do you know who trained Revan?
Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order.
Aaron Kai, also known as Kreia. I would like to talk about something else.
What else would you like to know?
You look familiar.
I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know?
Why do you work for the Republic?
I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic, and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters.
And here we come to another interesting bit for me to comment on. I have seen many traditionalists who want to use Christianity for propaganda to basically mold society how they see fit. But if you take God out of the equation, it is empty and doomed to fail. Yes, we should return to tradition, but we should also keep what held that tradition together in mind. Like the disciple says here, the Republic will crumble without the Jedi to hold it together. This idea, these values, unify people, bring them together, and allow for cooperation because of a higher purpose. The Jedi are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things, as the disciple said. Why Telos and Onderon?
The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the Rim.
And Onderon?
Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the Rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against Outer Rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come.
I have a fan theory about Revan and the writing in Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the year 2000, the first new Jedi Order book was published, which began the arc of the Yuuzhan Vong War. In Knights of the Old Republic 1, when Revan is talking with Mandalore, aka Candace Ordo, Candace Ordo will recount a story about an alien spacecraft that looked like a meteorite that was from outside the galaxy. In this game, Kreia says that Revan traveled beyond the galaxy and met no Sith Empire, and yet he felt compelled to conquer the entire galaxy, but keep its supply lines, keep vital worlds with resources intact, to bring the Republic to its knees. I suspect that the original plan was to have Revan ready the Republic for a war against the Yuuzhan Vong, but because Knights of the Old Republic 3 never got made, and we had to wait to the development of Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO, they went a different direction with the plot line. Because as awesome as the Yuuzhan Vong War arc was, it wouldn't make sense for the Republic to be getting ready for that this early in the timeline. Because the Yuuzhan Vong War and the Knights of the Old Republic were considered equally canon in the old canon before Disney bought out the franchise. Instead, what we ended up getting was Emperor Vitiate and his Sith Empire and the 1,000-year reign of an immortal Sith Emperor. Actually, I don't think it was 1,000 years, but it was crazy.
The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role. What else would you like to know?
Tell me about the... Oh, we've exhausted every avenue. I'll be going then.
Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why?
The Sith are awake in the galaxy, and I'm going to need their help to stop them.
If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith.
Do you not believe me?
No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Khoon and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek.
Yes! Oh my god! Years upon years of trying to get this mod to work! Finally! Oh, thank you! Yes! I welcome your company. Now, let's bring... I wanted to change out my party to someone, but I can't remember who it was. Strange. I think it was Mira? Item added, party swap.
I am ready.
Feats.
There is something I have observed, and now I feel I must say it. I have found your presence to be inspiring. With your growth in the Force, you seem to have found your center, and throughout the dangers we face, you remain calm and focused.
When I play my politics, I'm given that answer, because that's me. That's me in a nutshell. Outside, I am chalant. Or no, outside I am nonchalant, but inside I am incredibly chalant. You're right, I have never felt better.
I understand now why others followed you to war. Perhaps that is what leadership is. And it is something I have seen in only a few during my travels. In any event, it has been some time since I traveled with a Jedi, nor one so firmly upon the path. I wanted to thank you. I fear the stories that were spoken of you have misrepresented you. And if I have the opportunity, I shall reverse them whenever they arise.
I thank you for both your words and your kindness. But they are not necessary.
Very well. Then I shall keep my favorable opinions to myself.
I had other questions.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
You look familiar to me.
You are correct. I am afraid I have not been entirely open with you concerning my past. If I look familiar, it is because we have met before, at the Enclave on Dantooine, many years ago. As on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well, though it is done rarely and only with those they believe are destined to become Jedi Knights. It is the secret nature of the place. If you are not chosen by a master when you have come of age, however, then the path of the Jedi is denied to you. I met you on Dantooine, long ago, briefly. You taught us how to move within the Force, and see it flow within others. How to see it in the behaviors of others, and use that sight to achieve truth. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Varook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader, not a mentor. You were different. We could all feel it, and I knew that if I were to have a master, I would want it to be you. And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that you were Jedi no longer. Atris, the mistress of the Archives, was first among them. I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. I realized I did not want to be a Jedi. Instead, I wished to follow your path. And in any event, there was no one to train me, even if I wished it. They all went to war, as I grew past the age of acceptance.
But the Force, the path of the Jedi, you abandoned it?
It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little to miss. But I never felt the Force as strongly as I did when I was with you. And so I decided to serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather them perhaps. It was important to me to understand the Jedi now that they were gone. I felt some part of you should be preserved, so that your lessons would not be lost.
Do you guys remember, who watch Branch Brothers, remember when I talked about how you could cut oneself off from the Holy Spirit by turning your back on God and refusing to change your heart about it? That answer came to me when I thought about how the Exile and the Disciple here stepped away from the Force, essentially. They stopped pursuing it. The Baptists get clowned on by more conservative branches for being, for focusing solely on a personal relationship with God, but they're pretty close to being right, actually. I'm sorry that my leaving for war had such consequences on your future.
Perhaps. I still harbor doubts about the path I walked.
I could train you to feel the Force again.
I think you are right. It is time. I have watched you. You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all. You have achieved a center in the chaos around us. I have felt it, my master. The one intended for me, left to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. Now she has returned. And I ask her now if she will train me in the ways of the Force.
I will train you. Do not bow to me. That will be your first lesson as a Jedi.
The one who was to be my master was lost at Malachor 5. I want you to teach me the ways of the Force. To become a Jedi Knight. What I meant to be.
Then let us meditate and open ourselves to the Force. Imagine the initial teachings of the Jedi, your first steps within the Enclave. Remember the wind among the plains of Dantooine, the feel of the life around you. Think of what you felt when our paths crossed again. And at last, see the galaxy through the Force. The Disciple has taken his first steps on the path of a Jedi Consular. He will grow in the ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force.
I am listening.
Skills. We shall teach him awareness and treat injury. Cool, he has proficiency with lightsaber. Focus lightsaber. Now, the Disciple actually has great medical skills, so we're going to teach him that, and... oh, that's not available yet. Intelligence is at 10. Wisdom is at 10. He's going to need wisdom if he has, whatchamacallit. If he's going to be a caster, Because that's basically what the consular class is. They're the mages of the game. Revitalize. Stasis. Let's go with Mind Trick. And then let's give him Regenerate Force Points. Alright, we've got 2 points to spend, but we can't put any more into the Chosen that we've already done. I guess we'll give him... Let's give him Shock. Now, interestingly in the Star Wars lore, there is a watered-down version of Force Lightning that is used by Jedi called Emerald Lightning. I think it makes sense for the Disciple to have such a power. What else? Okay, guess we're going there. Feats. Jedi Defense. The Wave and the Stasis Field. Let's focus on Intelligence now. Actually, no, not that one. Yeah, there we go. He's learned Shicho lightsaber form. Skills. There we go. Feats. Master Force Focus. Cool. Now what do we give him next? He can't learn Force Confusion. Oh, that's any prestige class. That's interesting. Let's give him Battle Meditation. Makashi. And then demolitions, I think. Actually, no, repair. Sarisu.
Yes?
I had some questions.
That is hardly surprising.
Alright, I guess we'll do that.
You are that. I wanted to discuss why you chose...
Oh, wanted to... Oh, shoot. That's dialogue that I didn't get. Fuck. Alright. I left to protect innocents on the Outer Rim.
I see. And because you went to war, they cast you out?
Yes, that's what they told me at the trial. At first I thought that was the sole reason, but now I'm not so sure.
Do you have a record of this trial?
Yes, the droid has a hollow recording of it.
Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance. With your permission.
You are free to do so.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you.
Very well, I'll be going. And you know what? The time has come. I shall wear this, and I shall give this to the disciple.
I have studied the holorecord of your trial. I am unsure what to make of it. I must confess that I was searching for some meaning beyond the records. A reason for why one would leave the Order.
I did not leave the Order. I was exiled.
Yes, but exile is rare, and I have found it is not really something that the Order can enforce. Believe it or not,
really?
It was really your choice.
You weren't there. They would have executed me if the Jedi did not kill their prisoners.
I don't think so. Perhaps some of them felt strongly about your sentence, but I think something else concerned them. Again, the choice to turn away was yours, not theirs.
Why does this interest you?
Because I, too, turned away from the Order. Under less extreme circumstances, perhaps, but stemming from the same reasons.
I still don't believe the exile was my choice.
I'm not certain I do either, but it is something worth considering.
I think we've spoken enough of this.
Then I shall speak no more of it. Something you need...
Let's level up the disciple again. Now, what feat do we give him? Oh yes, dueling. That's right. Let's do... Force body, I think?
Need of me?
Matukai Apprentice.
I am ready.
Ready?
Skills. Mira, you're gonna get demolitions, that and that, and then we'll drop into that as well. Revitalize. So yeah, for those of you who don't follow the KOTOR lore as closely, the Jedi, you might have figured this out by the dialogue, but our character was supposed to be the master for the disciple, Mikhail. When he was exiled and left for the when he left for the war, he basically forfeited the position of being his mentor. Save the game.
Is that you? I thought I heard something. Is it safe yet?
Legrex are dead.
You must be fierce with a blaster then. Give me a moment, I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Legrex had me for sure.
Before you go, what were you doing down here?
It's all Tapale's fault. She said the entryway to the sublevel was safe enough. This area has hardly been explored. We barely got in here. And then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself, and nobody was watching for Legrex. Then before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So salvagers were running every which way, and they left me to die.
Why are you down here if it's so dangerous?
All the easy pickings have been picked. Now everything that's worth more than a glass of Juma juice is long gone. So this level is about the only place that's left. And as you might have noticed, it's very dangerous down here. Almost nobody's managed to get anything from down here. Not that it matters.
Almost nobody? Who's the almost?
There was a group that managed to get in and got one of the biggest hauls ever. Tapale said we could do that too, but they were a damn sight more organized than we were. And they've caused more problems dead than they ever did alive.
How did they die?
They were the first to really get anything from this damn level. They were so confident they went right back in. A bunch of us salvagers waited by the entrance. Only 2 of the 4 came back. One died right away from his wounds. The other man was going to be rich, but then he picked a fight with Garavik. It wasn't much of a fight. There was no one left. And that's the whole problem.
How can dead people cause problems?
Well, since every last one of them is dead, their find is sitting in the militia's headquarters. That's one of the biggest claims ever, and they won't give it to nobody. So people keep saying that they were owed by the dead salvagers, or that they're related. But Zeron isn't an idiot. The only thing he's gonna believe is a will. And after some try to pass less than authentic ones off on him, now he'll only take a will and their personal effects.
Darla had me looking for their bodies to lay them to rest.
She was playing you for a fool. No doubt she'd like to find those bodies. That, plus a conveniently worded will, and she'd make a pile of credits.
Her deceit won't gain her anything.
Probably not since you know the truth. Unless you're willing to make a fake will, though, the truth won't help. You look like the type of moron that'll just turn it into Zeron. That may be the right thing to do, but it don't make it the smart thing.
I wanted to talk about something else.
Certainly. Just don't take too long. I don't know how long before those beasts come back.
Did you find anything down here?
No, I didn't get anything. Now I'd just like to leave.
I saved your life. I figure that's worth some honesty.
I guess you're right. I grabbed a couple of things in the room we were in. I didn't want to tell you because you might make a claim for it. I need the credits.
I could pay you for what you found.
No, I hadn't thought of that. We could arrange something like that. That would work. I managed to grab 3 things. One's some sort of crystal, and the other looks like parts. For a lightsaber, maybe, I don't know. If you give me 1,300 credits, you can have it all. That'll be enough for me to get off this rock. No returns on this. You're stuck with what you buy.
Can I see it first?
Well, it doesn't work that way. Maybe it's worth a lot more than 1,300 credits and you make off real good. Maybe it's a lot less and I make off real good. You can buy it from me here or at the salvager camp. I'll hold on to it for you. I owe you that much at least. Just don't take too long.
Here's 1,300.
A pleasure doing business with you. And now I can finally get passage back home. I hope that junk is worth it to you, I really do. I'm going to the salvager camp. It'll take some time to get things in order. Come visit if you like, but if you don't like what you bought, it isn't my problem.
Alright, to elaborate further on my theory of Revan prepping for the Voog, as I'm going to start calling it, the new Jedi Order books first came out in the year 2000, and I believe that KOTOR 2 came out in 2004, so I think the NJO was, like, almost done. I suspect that that might have actually had partly something to do with the plot line of Revan fucking off to the unknown regions. And then, because something happened in the... towards the tail end of the
stories and
Long Wars
artifacts in
arc
your
development,
possession,
they probably had to
this
cancel
is
and backpedal
fortuitous for
last
myself
minute.
and
Ugh, excuse me.
associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death.
Hey, Kyrie! Glad to see you in the chat, my dude! Here to lurk? That's all good, man. I don't suppose you'd like to negotiate a peaceful resolution to this situation.
Negotiations are not possible. A deal has been made with anxious people. People you do not cross. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
I tired, Foxo. Aw, you get the rest you need, my dude.
Left me alone.
Oh, the Circlet of Suresh! I was wondering when that would pop up. And Grevik's log. And his key. This is the datapad of Grevik. The first entry reads, I have found a heavy crate that it may prove profitable, but it is securely locked, so I will push it into one of the front rooms and set some traps while I search further for anything useful. In the second most recent entry, Grevik writes, I believe I have found the key to my crate, but something has been riled up with the leg wrecks. Oh, I know what this is for. There was a very curious cylinder in one of these rooms that we couldn't open. Let's see if we can get it open now. Bingo. Solace. Jedi robes. Alright. This Force Ghost suddenly appears before you. You are speechless as the ghost stares morosely at you. You feel an intense tickling in your stomach and tugging on your very soul, and for a moment you feel unsafe. Relief washes over you, and you have a keen sense that the spirit is actually wishing you well. You feel bewildered but intrigued. You have many questions. You feel as if you want to know what it was like here, but then just as soon as it appeared, the spirit fades away into the Force. Do I have a crystal that is... Oh, you know what? That'll do for you for now. Give him the sky blue lightsaber. Wisdom +1, Force Resist +14. Wisdom +5. Dexterity, strength, and awareness. I guess I'll give the disciple here the circlet. Skills package. Actually, wait a minute. Implant, biotech, renal combat implant, immunity to critical hits and awareness +1. Yeah, we'll give him that. I guess we'll give him the exchange casual gloves. Oh, hold up. No. Never ever leave a lightsaber in the hands of someone who hasn't built their own yet. And I don't mean that from like a lore perspective. The schematic lightsaber mod, we're going to have the disciple build his lightsaber once we get ourselves a Viridian crystal. And doing that will overwrite whatever he's carrying. And he doesn't get the saber that he made either. I'd better change into something a bit less conspicuous before we head outside. Oh, look at that! A Buster rocket. Okay. And I just remembered we got parts from the guy. Quests. Party swap. Duelist focusing crystal. Graphics key. Administrative ID card. Dead Salvager 2. Battle saber schematics. Learned the Consular's battle saber. Duelist emitter cell, focusing crystal. Archon's frost energy cell. Remnants of SOD3. Oh, that's from our time on Onderon. Map. Is there anywhere we haven't gotten into yet? Actually, I don't think we poked around inside the archives. We better check that. Well, I mean, we met the disciple in there, but I was so struck by having the mod finally work that allows us to put him in our party that I was I lost it, and I lost train of thought and forgot to explore it. Is there anything in here that can be explored? These three dead mercenaries lay here, accompanied by signs of combat. Each of the mercenaries bear evidence that they were killed by a lightsaber. Azukul's orders. Datapad contains orders from Azukul, the leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. Varook has wandered into the Enclave alone. You will take full squad and capture the Jedi alive. Bring him to our nook in the Kinrath Caves to await transport to Nar Shaddaa. He will fetch a bounty. Alright, guess we're rescuing Master Varook. That room has been accessed. Oh yes, the workbench. I wanted to put the Solari inside my lightsaber. Here we go. Oh, massive criticals. Okay. That's tempting. Massive criticals 1d8, massive criticals 2d6. Attack +1, damage 2, energy. Hey, Rinny! Welcome! The force is strong with this one, thank you. But who do I upgrade? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go back to the salvagers camp, buy the robe from the lady. And then we're going to rescue Master Varook. Actually, we should probably notify the head of the militia at the outpost that we did the job for him. Did we look in there already? Yeah, I think we did. Alright, need armor that's a bit less conspicuous. Go find some younglings.
Something you need of me?
Let's save the game. I forget if having robes on will alert people in the overworld.
Who is that? Oh, it's you. You go down into the sub-levels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense?
I'd like to see what you're selling.
Certainly. Take your time. Look through the pile.
Adept robe. I knew it. 5,000 and we only have 6,000 left. It's a lot of money. What can I sell you? Oh, I can't sell you anything. But now we have Matukai Adept and Apprentice. Yeah, I knew those were. At first I was tricked. They would have the same name but different ratings. The question is, do we dismantle the apprentice robe for parts, or do we sell it for credits? Because we do need credits. We're getting low. First things first, though. Actually, do I have a cyan crystal? No, I have green, yellow, red, purple. Alright, I'm gonna need a cyan. I don't remember. I vaguely remember there being a cyan crystal for sale somewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember where. And seeing as how Disciple here doesn't have anyone like going nuts because he's in robe. What we'll do next is we'll go back to the Ebon Hawk, have him build his lightsaber, put the lightsaber away. Actually, no, I want the cyan crystal first. What am I saying? Younglings are gross and sticky. I hate them almost as much as sand. I think younglings are cute. Why would you harm a hair on their precious head? At Reign of the Dragon, that might conflict with the Arbiter's lawful good alignment. That is true. I kind of walk the line between... I kind of walk the spectrum, really, between neutral good, lawful good, and chaotic good. I've done some pretty chaotic shit before.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back.
He knows what... He knows he wants the dark side. Ayo. Really? I wanted to talk to you about the dead salvager's claim.
I'll tell you what I tell all those grubby salvagers. No body, no claim. I'm no longer even looking at wills or credit notes, and if you think that's gruesome, then go space yourself.
I have the bodies right here. One of them had a will.
Let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my headquarters. He left all his possessions to one of the other dead salvagers. Will I ever get rid of that damn Jedi garbage? Guess nobody gets them now. The administrator will have to figure out what happens to them. And until then, the salvagers are gonna keep bothering me. It's you again. You want something?
I gave Dopak your message.
I don't have anything to say about that. We can talk more later. It's you.
Alright, that's those quests taken care of. Oh, you know what? We have the key now. Maybe we can get inside these rooms. No.
Hello there. All right.
I'm gonna save the game real quick.
Hello there.
Yeah, when I end up doing the Sid Meier's Pirates Let's Play, you are gonna see full chaotic Goodseth coming out. I am the captain of the Black Forces. I have Black Air Force energy. It just only comes out under very specific circumstances.
I'm not the one that... All right.
I hope that you haven't run.
Varun believes that Zaheron is up to something.
I have no doubt that Varun means well, but I have every confidence in Zaron. I would ask you to ignore anything Varun asked of you. He doesn't see the full scope.
What's going on?
I realize that I'm asking you for help, but you must also know that I am the head of this nominal government. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to divulge all information to you.
Fair enough. Interesting thing about the Disciple, if he doesn't join your party, assume, like, in the vanilla game, if you're a male exile, he just has a cool discussion with you in the archives, and that's it. He'll show back up at the outpost, and he sends a message to the Republic, but I have no idea what that is, because I've never beaten this game vanilla before. Something has gone wrong at every turn when I try to play this game. This game might be cursed, actually, all things considered. Oh, yes, that's right. I needed to find those sensors for the guy over here. I still needed to do that. I might be hopped up on cold medicine. Oh no. Well, don't drink too much of that stuff. That can mess with you real good.
I don't suppose you...
Not yet, but I'm still looking. Where do I find those blasted sensors? I'm half tempted to look up a guide. Wait a minute, that's a pathway that we have not gone down. Enclave Courtyard. Let's head this way then. Salvager camp, mercenary camp. There's only so many places it could be.
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a I know.
Okay, do you think mercenaries?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi
The
Civil
dark
War.
side hates
Some even
has
fought in
Doctor
the
Who.
Mandalorian Wars.
I mean,
A lot of
Doctor Who
soldiers
has
have
both
been
the
looking
dark
for a
side and the
place
light
to
side. You got the Master
But really
and you got the
skilled
Doctor.
usually wind up here.
So what do you do when you're between jobs?
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
This is so weird. Those sensors are... they have to be somewhere. The light side has farts. I mean, I thought everyone had farts. Although, seeing you do a run of this game might be interesting, seeing as how you're... I'll tell you this though, Rinny. There's gonna be a second run-through of this game where I don't play the game's morality, I play my politics. Which, there will be some dark side activity, and some light side activity.
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I was pretty shaken. I really hope the Jedi salvage you bought was worth it. I meant what I said about no returns, though. I need the money to go home. But it's nice to see you again, regardless.
Do you know anything about a thief?
All of us salvagers know about that. I'd ask Derala, though. She's
prefer to use the word flatulence, booty gasser. You guys. Okay, this is super weird. I'm gonna tab out really quick and see if I can look up where those stupid sensors are. Kotor 2. Dantooine. A couple weeks back, there was an accident out here. Wait, they're inside the freaking cave? What the blazes did I miss? I inspected that cave pretty freaking thoroughly. WW, but yawn. Oh, you guys are still coming up with like alternative names for farts. I should probably notify that guy that I found the thief. I guess in the interim, while I'm looking for a cyan crystal, I'll give it to... Yeah. Well, actually, not right now to Mikhail, because everyone will go nuts if they see a lightsaber. Gas blaster.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me.
I found your thief.
Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
Your thief wasn't Joran or a salvager.
It has to be someone near their camp, and no one else lives around them. You might be right, but I doubt it.
The salvagers have been hit by the thief too.
Are they turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. You have any idea who it is?
A former padawan was stealing to survive.
Well, Jedi never stop meddling with our world. Even now they're causing problems for us. She's part of the reason...
She was just a young woman going through troubled times.
So she has it rough now. She deserves it. You don't think I know that? They're dangerous. They saved us from... And part of me thinks that's a... We just can't afford...
Well put.
I I hadn't thought of it that way.
Okay,
It caused
good.
my home so much turmoil. Now we're barely hanging on. I have a lot to think about. Not just about the thief. Here's your reward. Finally, I can get back to work.
Micropulse blaster and a Mandalorian disintegrator. Oh, baby, I've been looking for one of those. Change out the party real quick. The Mandalorian disintegrator is the one gun that's a step up from the Mandalorian disruptor that or Ripper that I'm carrying. I need you to upgrade an item, T3. We're just gonna remove all of that. Where's that Mandalorian disintegrator? Heavy blaster. Here you are. Ion chamber Mark 5. Massive criticals 1 to 10, 2 to 16. Alright, we'll put that there. Mandalorian chamber Mark 3. Attack modifier defense -1. Precision chamber Mark 3. Massive criticals. Massive criticals. 2 to 16. Okay. Keen. On hit, slows target 18 for 15% for 3 rounds. Targeting scope Mark 3. Damage bonus 2, energy. Slow. This is keen. Okay, so we'll use this one. Oh, look at that. That is nuts. Unstoppable 6 to 16. Ion +2 to 12 versus droid. 1 to 8 ion. Range 23 meters. That's a crazy critical threat. An attack modifier of +4, and we can slow targets. Yeah, this thing's nuts. Although... (3 to 22 or 4 to 28? Huh. I really don't know. 6 to 16... It's the same. Okay, so the ion chamber is the better one of those. Massive critical. (4 to 28. (2 to 16. 4 to 28. Let's equip that. Where did I put it? Mandalorian heavy, Mandalorian disintegrator. Here we go. Look at the flavor text on this. Not surprisingly, the most deadly disruptor pistol available is of Mandalorian design. Use of this ruthless weapon is a major violation of Republic code. We doing war crimes, ladies and gentlemen. Be hetero, do war crimes. Oh, party, right. Switch from T3 to Mira. There we go. And now we know where the sensors are. They're in the cave somewhere. I'm gonna need to find that. And then I'll turn it back into this guy over here. I'd have to be really bad for Seth to ground me. Yeah, you would. I'm slow to get angry at people, and I try to give people as many chances as possible. Although Omen knows how to speedrun that. Omen makes it a hobby of his. It's not remarkable to find a pile of rubble in this cave, however, that rubble was not present last time you were here. Here they are. Yeah, the crazy thing about the disruptor guns and why they're so banned in the Star Wars universe is because they rip you apart on a molecular level. All of your atoms being separated at the speed of light, one by one.
I don't suppose
it's very painful.
Atmospheric sensors.
I have found 3 of them.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them.
Sounds like they're worth more to you than that.
It is worth more to us than that. I'll pay you 4,000 credits for the lot of them.
Here you go. I'll take the credits.
Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Nice. Let's go talk to Zeron real quick, because he might actually have something to say about that. And if not, then we can go back to the caves and talk and save Varook. Yeah, I was actually talking about Omen earlier in this episode. I've always tried to be the magnanimous older brother. When we were younger, we fought a lot. And he would lie to get me in trouble. He would do shit, then blame it on me, because Mom assumed that he didn't know how to lie. No, he was just better at it than me. By a lot. I still remember the first lie I ever told. I think I stole, like, a cookie out of the kitchen or something, and I said aliens did it. I don't know why. Come to think of it, where did I get the idea that space aliens could... At that young an age, I would have been like 2.
It's you again.
Odd.
Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something.
Alright, nothing to say about that. We'll just load the game for... Nah, you know, we'll hoof it. But yeah, now Omen's got himself put in timeout at least twice on our streams with him speedrunning, getting in trouble with me. But that's because he kind of skirts the line between what's okay, good for fun banter, and stuff that will actually get us catapulted off of Twitch. Admittedly, I don't think it would happen on Kick, but it's best to be on as many platforms as possible when you're a streamer, because that way it's like more people will discover your content. Because I've noticed that we have some of our streams do way better than others. I say ours. The content that I make, some does better than others, and that kind of just comes with what's popular and what's not. But I know that I could be reaching more people somehow. Because I'm still pretty niche. I'm pretty obscure. I appreciate everyone who does watch my content. I would love to see growth, though. And slowly we are growing. I think it's been helped by Rick and Rinny sharing my content with other people. Okay, hold up. We got ourselves a mercenary encampment. Oh, look at that, a Kinrath. Master Varook is enclosed in a force field, a prisoner of the mercenaries. He regards you without expression.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
I'm here to rescue the Jedi. But you mercenaries, you're branching into kidnapping now?
This isn't kidnapping, this is bounty hunting. This Jedi is worth a lot of credits on Nar Shaddaa, and we're collecting. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-herding head. Unless you want to wind up dead, leave now.
I don't want to fight, but I can't let you take the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Can we work out some sort of deal?
I follow my orders, and nothing you can offer will change that. Besides, we're gonna get rich off the bounty for this Jedi.
I don't want to fight you, but I can't let you take Varook to Nar Shaddaa.
I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
Together then!
Man, Mikhail's got skill! He's bare-knuckle boxing these clowns! I wonder what the difference between bare-knuckle boxing and Greek boxing is. Because I know that Greek boxing was,
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
I apologize for interfering. I was just trying to help.
Right now, Dantooine is at a critical moment. If Kunda falls, then the Republic may lose control of this system. Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do have your Jedi training to fall back on. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
Okay, what should we do now?
I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment.
How can I help?
If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger and they need our help. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack
the ads.
Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Alright. Metal box. Let's open this up and see what's inside. Ion grenade. Mercenary orders. This datapad contains orders from Oscool to the senior mercenary officers. The mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and are planning an imminent attack on Kunda. With the Administrator Adare dead, then the Exchange would be able to use Dantooine for their illicit activities completely undetected by the Republic. All preparations for the mercenary attack have been made, and they could attack Kunda at any moment. It's over now. That's good. Yeah, unfortunately, ads are the one way I can monetize my content here on Twitch. And it seems to be, the ads surprisingly don't pay very much, but there's no option to get rid of them altogether. I think Twitch expects their content creators to monetize their stuff mostly through subscriptions from their viewers. Which, I mean, that would be nice, but I don't know. I don't like asking for people to pay me for my content, because I do this mostly for fun. It feels like e-begging, and I'm like, nah, Nah.